Hello everyone and welcome back to CLGTart channel. So today I'm gonna make a small tutorial about Medibang Paint Pro. That's how to create a reflection look on Medibang Paint Pro. Okay, you can see that the result we got on the screen right now, and you can use all of those stuff and you can create it in the reflection on the water surface, or maybe the reflection of the mirror is really easy to do. And you can look in the layer box right now that is on the layers we need to create this tutorial. But actually most of them are just the copy and paste, and some of them are just the optional. That means you don't need to do all the things right here to create this tutorial. And now let's start this tutorial. The first thing is that you will need is creating the new file. Go to the file and choose the new. Here you will have Control and N as a hotkey. Okay, for the size that you guys asked me a lot about this, but mostly of the paper size I choose is just the A4. I will go with the default size, and maybe I will change later in case that I think the size is not perfect for my picture, for my artwork. Yeah, that's it. Then click OK. You can have this file. The next step, I will create a folder and change the name of this folder. Go to the sky by double clicking it, and you will have layer property box. Change the name to sky. We have this. The layer 1 we got here, I will hold and drag it to the layer sky and change the name into the blue. Next step, I will use the selection tool here. Choose the type is rectangle and hold, then drag it until the middle of the image. That's it. We have this. Then I will have the gradient tool here. For the color, you can see in the color box in here, we will have foreground and the background. The color which have the red square around it will be the foreground color. That means every time you click to the box in here, or simply use the X button in your keyboard, it will change the color, and the color in the front will be the foreground. Okay, and I have the blue color here. That will be the blue for the sky. The type of the gradient tool here is foreground to background, or you can use foreground to transparent, depend your choice. But I have the background here is the white color, so that will look the same. The shape is linear. Okay, then I click, hold and drag. If you want a straight line, you will hold the shift button and until you reach the middle. Release both your mouse or your pen with the shift button. You got this. Next, I will create new layer and change the name to the cloud. Change it, the tool, to the pen tool, and you will use the watercolor brush. Swap the foreground and background color to the white color here. So we use the white color to draw the cloud like this. Okay, that's what we got. Now you can use Control with D, or you can use the selection tool here and choose deselect to turn off the selection area. Got this? Now you will click to the sky folder in the layer box. Go to the layer and choose duplicate, or you can see the hotkey is Control with J. Now you will have two sky folder. For the top one, I double click it to change it into the name C, so you will easily make the difference between those two folders. For the C folder, I will click it, go to the layer and choose rotate, flip vertically. And that's it. That is how we get the reflection. You just need to use the move tool here to drag it and move it until it goes to the right position. And maybe you want to change the position of the sky a little bit around here. For a little bit effect, I want the reflection look a little bit longer. So that's why I will use the select and transform. You can use the hotkey that Control with T, and then drag it to make it look longer like this one. Then click OK. That's what we got. Now you can see that we cannot see the horizontal line, that the skyline of the sky and the sea, right? So that's why I will create new layer. That's the layer 7 here. I will drag it, go to outside of the sea layer, put it in the top, and choose clipping. Now a little bit things that you need to know, that in the sea here you will change the blending, go to the normal. And for the layer 7 here, I will rename into the skyline. Blending will be the multiply. Use airbrush and change the color to the blue color for the skyline, maybe darker a little bit around here. Then hold and drag it around to make the brush size bigger and start to paint a little bit here. So you can see that I will divide the sky and the sea into 2 different elements. That's it. So why you have to change the blending of the sea folder, go to the normal, in case that if you leave it to the pass rule here, the skyline layer won't affect it to the sea folder. So that's why you have changed the blending of the sea folder, go to the normal, so the skyline will appear and show the effect on the screen. And with this, we finish the tutorial how to create the reflection on Medibang Paint Pro. For the next following steps, those will be the optional. You can continue or not, it will be paint on your choice. Okay, and you can see here the first optional that I want to create the surface of the water. That means this is kind of quiet lake, right? I want to have a little bit wave here. That's why I create a new layer. And in case you see that there's a clipping appear on your layer, you will turn this on and off. And I will use the watercolor brush, change it into the white color. And in case that you see your brush is kind of too big, you will reduce the size of your brush and start to draw something around here for the water surface look, kind of like this. The next one, go back to my the demo image. You can see that I have a character in here, that is a girl. So that's why I will copy this girl and paste it here. Okay, we have a girl. The same with the step of the sky and the sea. I will duplicate this girl layer, and one of those layer I will flip it, rotate, flip vertically, and then drag it to here to make the reflection of the girl. So I will rename it. This will be the reflection. And this will be the girl. Okay. For the reflection, I will drag it below the girl layer. Yeah. In case that I want the reflection won't cover the pictures of the girl, that's why I will create a new layer and choose clipping here and go back with the gradient tool, pick the right color for the foreground. Around here you can use the eyedropper tool here to click it, or simply use the right click of your mouse or the right click on your pen. Yeah, that's it. Click it, go back with the gradient tool, choose type is foreground and transparent, then drag it in the middle to the head of the reflection. That's it. You can see that you give the feeling that is the water surface, kind of like this. For the girl, this is kind of look too dark and not blending to the environment, so that's why I need a little bit environment lightening appear on the girl. So that's why I create a new layer and choose clipping here. I will pick the color of the sky and use the same gradient tool, drag from the top, the head of the girl, to the leg, kind of like this, and you can see it gave the soft feeling and the girl is blending more to the environment. You can reduce the opacity, it's kind of too much, like this. Yeah. And for the sea, in case you want to have a little bit material, give it more realistic, you can use the material from Medibang Paint Pro, create new layer and go to the material box. In the tone tab, you will choose this water surface. In case you didn't have this water surface, you can go to the cloud here, click around here, choose the tone and find the water, type the water in the search box like this, and choose this one or this one, depend your choice. Okay, stuck to your list and then drag it to there. You will have the water surface like this. Then change it into the blending overlay, and you got this. You maybe want to use the transform. Click OK here and use the transform to drag it into the right position. Okay, and here we are finished this tutorial completely. So I hope this tutorial is helpful for you guys. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.